This conference will now be recorded.
So if else we have did, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Just make a note now. Next one.
Yeah.
That is for loop.
Yeah.
For loop.
Mm.
It is a control structure
Yeah.
which is meant for
Mm.
performing the operations repeatedly
Yeah.
till the condition satisfied.
Okay.
Got my point, right?
Yeah.
Basically, if you need to perform any operations repeatedly, then you can take the help of this particular for loop now.
Okay.
Got my point, right?
Yeah.
Are you guys able to see my screen? Yes. Now I'll take the example of for loop and I'll show you. See here. What we are doing over here for I in range of 10. Okay, now?
Yeah.
First of all, what is meant by range function? We should be knowing. Range function, this is meant for returning the values within certain range. Got my point, right? Range function is meant for returning the values within certain ranges. Now, here what I am specifying for I in range of 10, I am specifying. That means it returns the values between 0 to 10. Okay, now it starts default range for this range function will start from 0.
So we don't need to put two numbers, huh? Only one is enough for range.
But that concept also will come. Next, I'll show you that concept. Wait. Okay, now?
Yeah.
Now, here for I in range of 10, that means here it will start its range from 0. It will go up to 10. First, 0 will be stored. Then we will be printing. Then 1 will be stored, 2 will be stored, 3 will be stored. Automatically, it will increment one after the other till 10. It will not go to 10 mark. I'm telling you, excluding 10. Is that clear?
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, let me execute this and show you. From 0 to 9, you will get the result. Clear, right?
Yeah.
So like this, we can get the values one after the other using this particular for loop. Okay, now? Yes or no, ma?
Yeah.
Now, let's suppose by default range, as I said, it will start its operation from 0, right? Yes or no? If you want to start its operation from 1, you can pass the arguments over here. Okay, now? If I start the arguments from 1 right now, it will go till 10. So previously it was starting from 0. Right now it starts from 1. 1 to 9 it will go. Any doubts so far? To any one of you? Okay. Next thing. Here, if you observe, every time this range is incrementing the value 1 by 1. Got my point, right? Range is incrementing the value 1 by 1. No, I don't want to increment the value 1 by 1. I want to increment its value by 2 every time in the sense, you can pass third argument also like this. It will start from 1, it increments by 2. First it will print 1, then it will increment by 2, that is 3, then 5, like this. You can see 1, 3, 5, 7, 9 will be printed. Like this, based on your requirement, whether you want 1 parameter, 2 parameters, otherwise 3 parameters, you can choose and you can pass the arguments over here. Clear, right? Shushma? Yes, Ramesh. Okay. This is what your for loop. Next. Write down. Next control structure. That is while loop. While loop. It is a control structure. It is a control structure which is also called as pre-tested loop. Pre-tested loop. Otherwise, entry control loop. Pre-tested loop. Otherwise, entry control loop, which checks the condition. Which checks the condition first, then performs the operation. Which checks the condition first, then performs the operations. Is that clear? Now see here. First I value, it is 0. 0 is less than 10. First it will check the condition. That's why it is called as pre-tested loop. 0 is less than 10. Condition is true. Then control will enter into this. See, these two statements are there under while loop. You can check it out. These two statements are there under while loop. First we are printing I value, that is 0. Then we are incrementing I value by 1, that is, it will become 1. 1 is less than 10, it will print, it will increment 2, 3, 4 like this till 10. That means less than 10, so it will go till 9 only. Once it reaches to 10, 10 is less than 10, condition is false. It will come out. While coming out, it will print end. Is that clear? Yes or no? Yes. Now just check it out. Like this, the result will be generated. Can you have next one? So this is what your control structures is all about. Now a simple question is there. The question is, even for loop is performing repeated operation, while loop is also performing repeated operation. Which one to be used at which time, which point of time? You might ask a question. So what will be your answer? Yeah, I heard that question. Okay. So what about others? Anybody know the answer for this? Condition before entering next. One real-time scenario. Okay, let me tell you the scenario where we can use this particular for loop and while loop. Whenever if you have a fixed what you say operations and a fixed time, this many times only I need to perform the operations, then you can take the help of for loop. Got my point, right? Yes, that's right. If you know how many times an operation has to be executed, then you can take the help of for loop. When it comes to while loop, if you don't know the limit, how many times the operation has to happen, then you can take the help of your while loop. Let me take one real-time example where I can tell you the exact difference. Let's say I have designed a software for a bank where for all my customers on their birthday, I want to send out a mail saying that happy birthday to you. How many years my customer will be alive? How can I guess? Got my point, right? How many years they will be alive? I cannot guess it. They might live for 100 years, otherwise, they might live before, less than 100 years or greater than 100 years. I cannot predict. So, I can send the mails till the year where they have did the transactions in my bank. That means if they are continuing the transactions, I will be keep on sending happy birthday mail to them. No, if they are not doing the transactions, I can stop their mailing. In that scenario, I can take the help of while loop. Got my point, right? Because I cannot predict their age. They might do the transactions and they may not do the transactions. If they have the transactions done, then while loop is good option. No, you want to keep a fixed value like 100 years I will send out a mail in the sense, it's your wish. Then you can go for loop. Clear, right? Okay. Now we'll go for next concept. Write down heading functions. Function. Function is a function is a block of code. Function is a block of code which is meant for performing the operations on invoking it. Performing the operations on invoking it. Clear, right? Function is a block of code which is meant for performing the operations on invoking it. Now, write down heading types of functions. Types of functions. First one, no argument and no return value function. First one is no argument and no return value function. Write down about this function. This is a function. This is a function which will not take any arguments. Which will not take any arguments, as well as which will not return any values back to the function call, then it is called as function with arguments and function with no arguments and no return value function. Function with no arguments and no return value function. Clear, right? Hello, are you guys with me? Yes. So basically, this is a function which will not take any arguments. Let's say I'll show you the example how that looks. Yeah. So this is what a function. This is the code which will be considered as a function. Otherwise, you can consider it as function definition also. See, here I have provided hash. Hash if I have provided, which means that is called as comment. Yes. Here I am providing a comment. Basically, I don't know whether you know what is the meaning of comment. Comment means that statement will not be executed only. Got my point, right? Comment means that statement will not be executed only. Now here I have specified a comment over here where I am defining a function. You can see I have defined a function. Def is the keyword which is used for defining a function. Remember, def is a keyword which is meant for defining a function. Here I am defining a function whose name is first, and colon is mandatory to define that particular function. Within that function, we have got one statement that is hello welcome. Within that function, we have got a statement that is hello welcome. Now, that function is available. Until you call that function, it will not perform any operation. Got my point, right? Until you call that function, it won't perform any operation. So we need to have a function call to invoke that function and to make it work. For that, see here, we are using function call. First brackets. So control will transfer from here till the function call. Here function definition is there. This, whatever the statements available under this function definition will get executed. Is that clear? Check out. Hello, welcome. See, be careful. This statement is there under function, so space is there. This function call should not be under the function, so no space. Got my point, right? Yes or no? Okay. And you can observe here we don't have any arguments over here. Here and here it is empty. That is first thing. And here we don't have any written keyword available. That's why this is called as no argument. See, this is empty. That's why no argument. Here there is no written keyword. So this is called as no return function. No argument, no return value function. Is that clear so far? Yes. Now, right on. Next one. Function with argument and no return value function. With argument and no return value function. Written about this. It is a function. It is a function which will take arguments, but will not return any values, back to the function call. Then it is called as function with argument, and no return value function. Got the point, right? Now, see here, def first. Here I have defined a function which is taking a and b as two arguments. It is taking two arguments. Those are a and b. Is that clear? Arguments can be any variables. Remember this. It can be any variables, but don't use some duplicate names. See, already first we have used for defining our function. Don't use same function name only for your variables. Otherwise, don't repeat your variable names only twice. These kind of things, please don't do that. Is that clear? Are you guys with me? Yes. Okay. So this function, it is taking two arguments, a and b. Then it is printing result is the string as it is, it has to print. The statement which has to be printed as it is, that we are providing in double quotes, comma, a plus b. Whatever arguments we have taken, those two arguments, I'm performing addition and printing the result over here. Performing addition and printing the result over there. For this particular function, I'm supplying arguments over here. You can see, I'm calling function with 10 and 20. This function is expecting two arguments. So I'm supplying the two arguments. 10 will be assigned to A, 20 will be assigned to B. This will perform addition and displays the result here. So you can check out how this displays. Result is 30. Is that clear so far? Yes. This is how we can take arguments, we can perform operations, and we can print the result over there. Okay, now, next. One important point I have to mention over here, that is, see, in the function call, whatever the arguments are there, in the function call, whatever the arguments are there, these arguments are called as actual arguments, actual, otherwise original arguments. Is that clear? The arguments available in the function call are called as actual, otherwise original arguments. Clear, right? Okay. Next, the arguments which are there in the function definition, these are called as formal, otherwise dummy arguments. Okay, now? The arguments which are there in the function definition, these are called as formal, otherwise dummy arguments. Okay? Yes or no? Yes. So in this way, why those are called as dummy arguments means those are not real variables. Those are dummy variables. Instead of a and b, I can give x, y. I can give some other things also. That's why that is called as dummy arguments, where whatever I want, I can specify over there. And these are real values which user wants to pass it. That's why these are actual, those are dummy arguments. Next. Now we are going to see next example. This is again same function with argument and no written value only. But this time what we are going to do is, previously if I execute this program, how many times you execute this program, output will be 30 only. Correct, right? Yes or no? Yes. Instead of this particular fixed values, if I want to take inputs from the user, then I have to know about this input function. Right? About input function. Input is a function. Input is a function which is meant for which is meant for reading the input from the console and stores it into the variables in string format Got my point, right? This input is a function which is designed for taking the input from the console. And the thing is, whatever you enter, it will read the content from the console, but it will take it in the form of string only. Let's say if you enter 10 also, it will take it as string. If you pass ABC, that also it will take it as string. So you need to be very careful with respect to this input function. Clear, right? Yes or no? Yeah. Here you can see input, enter a value. I'm displaying a message to the user. Please enter some value. Okay. Next. That input I will be reading. That input, as I said, it will be of string format. If you need to convert that string input into integer format, you can use int function. If you need to convert string inputs into integer format, you have to use int function. If you need to convert into float, you have to use float function. If you need to convert into double, you have to use eval function. Remember, for integer, int function, for float, float function, for double, eval function. When it comes to string, of course, it is not needed to convert, but the function, if you need to convert anything to string, you have to use str function. Is that clear so far? In this case, we don't need to convert because by default it is of string type only already. String to string is not needed. In further cases, if you need any conversion to string, at that time you can take the help of this str function. Okay, fine. I'm taking first input, converting into double, storing into A. Taking second input, converting into double, storing into B. That A and B values here I am supplying. So A will be assigned to M, B will be assigned to N. Both will perform addition and prints the result here. You can check it out. It is asking A value, B value, sum 279. Is that clear so far? Everyone? Yes. This is how we can pass our inputs, as well as we can perform operation, and we can print the result over there. Okay, now? Next. Now we'll go for next one. That is function with argument with return value function. Ready? With argument and with return value function. It is a function. It is a function which will take arguments, as well as which returns the values back to the function call. Then it is called as function with argument and with return value function. Okay, na? With argument and with return value function. Is that clear? Hello? Yes. Now, let me show you how that looks. See here. As usual, like our previous program, I am taking first input, storing into A, second input, storing into B. I am calling first function with A and B as arguments. You can see, calling first function with A and B. A will be assigned to M, B will be assigned to N, where this performs addition and returns the value back. This performs addition and returns the value back that we are storing into C. That C variable value, I will print it over here. Got my point, right? As you are using return over here, that returns back. It will give back. It will give back to where? To the function call. This function call, what it will do? It will store it into some temporary memory. That is this variable. That variable I am printing here. Okay, now? Yes or no? Yes. Let me run this. Enter a value like this. In this way, we can have function with arguments and with return value. Now, next, we'll go for last type of function, that is recursive function. Recursive function. Just make a note. Recursive function. This is very important function. Recursive function. Calling of same function itself. till the condition satisfied, then it is called as recursive function. Is that clear? Calling of same function itself till the condition satisfied, then it is called as recursive function. Basically, wherever you are using for loop, while loop, there instead of for loop and while loop, there will be a situation. I'm telling you, in real time, what will happen? You will be having a situation where they will say, please don't use for loops and while loops. That kind of conditions will come into picture. In such cases, you have to use this recursive functions. Is that clear? Yes or no? Yeah. Now let me show you how that recursive function will be there. See here. This is very important thing. For explaining this, I should take the help of paint also. Recursive function will be having internally one kind of memory called as stack memory. See, first what I am trying to do, I'm asking user to enter a value. Let's say user has entered the value 5. That 5 I am storing into A. Here I am calling first function with the value 5. So 5 will be subtyped to n. This n we are checking whether n is equal to 1. Condition is false. So control will come to else portion. Here what we are doing, n into first of n minus 1. That means in the stack it will be stored like this. It will be storing like 5 into first of 4 will be stored. 5 value into first of 5 minus 1, that means 4. So again first function will be called with the value 4. 4 is it equal to 1? No. It will come to else portion. Then again in the stack it will be 4 into first of 4 minus 1, that is 3. Like this it will be keep on storing 2, 3, everything. Once it reaches to 1, it returns 1. Finally 1 will be available. So 1 into 2 into 3 into 4 into 5 into 4 into first of 4 minus 1 means that is this one. First of 3 in the sense that means next value. Like this, for each and every time next values it will pick up. It will group everything like this. It will perform multiplication. That result will be returned to C. That result I am printing here. You can check it out. If I enter 5, you will get result 120. That means recursively, it will be calling the function. Recursively, it will call the function until this condition satisfied. Finally, the complete result will be stored into variable C. That C value I am printing here. Is that clear? This is somewhat a typical function, but this is very important. I am telling you. What about others?
So what is this thing doing? It is multiplying the numbers. Like what is the this code?
This is multiplying, ma'am. 5 into 5 minus 1, 4 minus 1, 3 minus 1. Finally,
Okay.
you will get the factorial value of 5.
Oh, basically we are trying to find factorial and we are running it in So the
Yeah. Okay, now?
okay.
Yeah. Any doubts other than that? Okay, fine. Now write down heading. That is, we are going to see PyCharm tool now. PyCharm. See, developing a program in command prompt is not a preferred way in companies, because in command prompt developing the code, finding the issues, all these things is time consuming, where in companies they want quick solution. So what they will say, you just take the help of certain tools. Among that tools available in the market, we have got so many tools available in the market. Among all the tools available in the market, the first preferred tool is PyCharm. What is this PyCharm? How to download this PyCharm? Let me show you first. PyCharm, it is a, where is this? Okay. PyCharm is a tool by JetBrains. Okay, now? PyCharm is a tool by JetBrains, where these people they have developed this tool specifically for developing your Python programs. Of course, we have got Eclipse, like this, NetBeans, so many other tools are available. But this is highly preferred tool. And this tool is also called as IDE. This tool is also called as IDE. Is that clear? IDE stands for Integrated Development Environment. PyCharm is also called as IDE. IDE stands for Integrated Development Environment. Now, let me show you from where you can download this. Okay, this is what the location, JetBrains PyCharm / download section for the Windows. So you can go to this location. See, either you want for Windows, Mac, Linux, whatever you want, you can select it over here. Clear, right? Then after that, we have got two editions. One is professional, another one is community. If you go for professional, that is specially designed for what you say, Python specializations like Django, data science, these kind of projects, these kind of techniques. If you are learning, then you can take the help of professional. Of course, that is license version. You can download free trial and you can work it out with that particular professional whenever you want it. For the time being, for our core Python, community edition is sufficient. As I said, for our core Python, if we have community edition, that is sufficient. Is that clear? Any doubts so far? Yes. So just click on this download and install this. There is nothing special you need to do over here. Just click next, next, next only. It will get installed. In my case also, I have installed the same thing. Only requirement what we need to have over here is make sure you have Python before installing PyCharm. If you have Python, then only this PyCharm can be installed, that will be available. Is that clear? Okay. Now, so I have downloaded this one and installed it. See, whenever if you are opening PyCharm, one second. Whenever you are opening PyCharm for the first time, it will ask a option to create. Yeah, one second. Yeah, here you'll have an option like this. create a project. Project in the sense, don't think that okay, he might be teaching some high level things, don't expect like that. Project means it is a folder where you will be storing all your programs. Project is nothing but a folder where you are storing all your programs. Clear, right? Just give whatever the name. Let's say if I give something testing. Say in this location with the name testing. With the name testing, one folder will get created. In that location, say in that location, you can execute whatever the programs now you create here. Everything will get stored over there only. Clear, right? Yes or no? Yes. So it is building up all the libraries. You can check it out. The libraries will get added over here. Libraries is nothing but external third-party programs. That's it, which will help you to execute your Python programs. See, all your libraries will be there here. The libraries. Now, what I will do over here, right click on your project. Yeah, new Python file. See, here you don't need to give anything extra extension. Just give name. I'll give first. That's it. Don't need to give anything like .py something and all. You don't need to specify. By default, it will add the extension .py and it will continue. That is first thing. Second thing is here, which option should I need to select? You might ask a question. See, here you have got three options. Among those three options, I will suggest you to go with Python file. That is what basic program, what we are learning right now. That is what basic program, what we have to select. No, I want to create client and server side program, client and server side, one system to another system communication, that kind of high level programs in the sense, at the time you will be having Python stub. That in later stages I will teach you. One system to another system, how to transfer the data, how to communicate between client and server side program. For such cases, Python stub side programs we will be using. And this one, Python unit test. Whenever if you need to create any test cases for your program, if you need to create any test cases for your program, in such cases, you should take the help of Python unit test. Is that clear? Yes or no? Yeah. This is regular Python program. This is for client and server side programs if you need to create. This is for Python unit test. We don't want any of these two right now. So please select Python file. Clear, right? Yes or no? Everyone. Okay, only okay. Fine. So I'm selecting Python file. I will click on this. See, my first .py, the extension you can see it is .py. Now I can type my code over here, simple code. Whatever the code you want, you type it. C equal to A plus B, print C. See, now by mistake I have missed some braces. Immediately it is showing error here itself. Place the cursor, you'll get to know that braces is expected. Like this, most of the issues you can identify very easily. That's why we have to make use of this particular IDEs. Got my point, right? Okay. Now I will execute this program. How to execute this one in the sense, you can see two options are there. One is directly right click, run first. This is what the way I prefer personally. You can select, right click run. Run first. First means your program name. See, it got executed, it generated the output 30. This portion is your project explorer, where you can see your project, your programs, everything, the structure wise. This is your coding section where you can type your coding. This is your console where you can see the result of your program. Clear, right? Yes or no? Yeah. Next thing. So that is one way to execute your Python programs. Next way is, say, here you can pull out your program name you can pull out and click on this run button. If you are not pulling out your program name properly, it will be troublesome. So select your program name properly and click on this run button. You will get the result here. Clear, right? Yes. That is one way. Next way is here run first is there. You can select this one also. Otherwise, run button here also it is there. Click on this. Yeah, click on that. See, 4 different ways are there. Among these 4 different ways, I personally prefer right clicking and run first, because it will exactly select your current program and it will execute current program. That is why I personally prefer right clicking here and running your program. Clear, right? Yes or no? Okay. So this is what your PyCharm tool utilization and execution of your PyCharm tool. Now we'll go for next one, that is list. Write down heading list. List is a linear data structure. List is a linear data structure which is meant for holding the data in linear manner. Holding the data in linear manner. Next, list will allow modification of elements. List will allow modification of elements during runtime of the program. Modification of elements in the sense during runtime, if you need to add the elements, remove the elements, otherwise replace the elements, anything as such kind of things, if you need to do, you can take the help of this list. Clear, right? Yes. How that list will be there, all those things we are going to see right now. Now, all my programs are there in another, workspace. Now, I want to switch the workspace to that particular workspace. Workspace means where all your projects are there. Workspace is a location where all your projects are there. Now, I want to shift my workspace. I don't want to work on this workspace. I want to shift. So, I will go for File, Open Recent. Here you can see these are all the workspaces which I have. Totally 5 workspaces are there. I can select whichever the workspace I want. I'm selecting weekend. Whether you want to open that workspace in the current window, otherwise you want to open it as a separate window, otherwise you want to attach here only as a link. I want to open in the current window. So this window will get closed. That window will open. See, this window, like this, it opens up. Clear, right? Yes or no? Yes. Okay. See, here I have written all my programs. First, let me go for list. See, this is what your list is all about. You can see, this is what your list. List will be represented with rectangular braces. Remember, list will be represented with rectangular braces. And this is the name of your list. A is the name of your list. And list by default, it will start its index. Index means address. Okay, it will start providing the index for its elements from 0. This is 0th index, first index, second index, third index, like this. From 0th position, we have started storing all my elements. Then from reverse, if you just check it out, this is minus 1 position, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, minus 5, like this. From this side, if you go, it will be 0th position. From this side, if you go, it will be minus 1 position. Clear, right? Yes or no? Yes. Now, what is there in A of first position? Okay. What about you, Ma? Meenakshi? Is that clear? Yes. So, what is there in A of minus 1? Meenakshi. Okay. Minus 2? D. Okay. So, if I execute, you will get 2ED. Is that clear? Everyone? Yes. Like this, from a list, from a specific positions, if you need to grab the values, you can take the help of this particular indexes. Remember this point. Okay? Okay, fine. Next. Some more operations with respect to list we are going to see. Here I have got one more list. This is one list which I have. This is one more list which I have. Delete A of 1. What is there in A list first position that I want to delete? What is there in A first position? So B will be deleted. Then if I print A, what will be printed? It prints everything except B. Is that clear? Because B is deleted, right? So it prints everything except B. Yes. Next, B into 3. What will happen over here? B into 3. What will happen? It will append 3. No. See, B into 3 in the sense, this list will be printed 3 times. Remember, this list will be printed 3 times. Let me run this and show you the result side by side. See, first we are printing the list after deletion, that is A, B has been removed, so there is no B here. Then B into 3, I want to display the list for 3 times, so I have used B into 3. So first time, second time, third time. Clear, right? Next, B of 4. What is there in B list? Fourth position, that is 5 will be printed here. Next, length of B. How many elements are there in B list? 8 elements. So length is 8. Here length function we are using to find out the length of a particular list. Is that clear so far to everyone? Yes. Okay. Next. So what are we doing over here? We have got a list. I will comment this one first. Let me explain that concept. Tell me. We have got a list. B of fifth position, what is there? That I am replacing with 10. So, what will be printed over here? One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You have missed a 5. Wait. Fifth position we are replacing. So fifth position it is 6. 6 will get replaced with 10. Is that clear? Okay. This is first thing. Next. This is for replacing. And this is insertion. See, B dot insert 6 comma 99. That means in the sixth position, what is sixth position? 7 is there. In the sixth position, I am inserting 99. So what is there in sixth position, that will be pushed to next position. So if I print, it will print 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 99, 7, 8. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 99, 7, 8 will be printed. Clear, right? Insertion is different, replacing is different. Insertion will insert the value in that position. So that position, what is there, that will be pushed to next position. Okay, now. Okay, next. When it comes to this one, here I want to remove 99. First of all, I don't have 99. Let me insert 99, then I can remove. Yeah. I want to remove 99. Whichever the element 99 is there, that I am removing it. Later, if I print BA, it will print the values without 99. You can see. First, initially, it has, after insertion, it is 99 is there. After removing 99, it will be like this. Clear, right? Okay. Yes. This is how we can modify the elements available within a list. Fine, right? Let me go for next one. Okay, this is say previously, if you just check out the example, if I print B, what was happening? It was printing all the values at once. No, I don't want to print all the values at once. I want to print the value one by one after the other. In the sense, you can use this kind of technique. See, we have got a list. From the list, we will take one by one. First, 1 will be stored, we'll print. Then 2 will be stored, we'll print. 3, 4, 5, like this. From the list, one after the other, it will be storing, we will be printing here. See? From this list, one by one, it will grab it and it will be printing here. Clear now? Yes. Okay. No, I don't want to print one after the other. I want to print all the values at once. In the sense, you can go with this. Just print B in the sense it will print 1 to 8 in one stretch only. Next, b dot append. Here what we are doing, whatever the list is there, to that I am joining 9. Then I am joining 10. Then if I print b, it will print 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 will be printed. See, append means it will get added in the last. So 1 to 10 will be printed. Okay, now? Yes or no? Okay. Next, when it comes to pop, this is meant for removing the elements which are inserted recently, freshly, that too from the last side. So last recent element which I have added is 10. So pop means 10 will be removed. Then again pop means 9 will be removed. So if I print B, it prints, sorry, it prints 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Clear, right? Pop is meant for removing the elements from the last position. First time pop, 10 has gone. Second time pop, 9 has gone. So totally 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 is printing over here. That's it. This is what your list and its operations is all about. Okay, now? Now, write down heading, tuple. Tuple. Tuple is a linear data structure tuple is a linear data structure which is meant for holding the data in linear manner. Which is meant for holding the data in linear manner. Next, tuple is static in nature, which cannot allow modification of elements, during runtime of the program. Tuple cannot allow modification of elements during runtime of the program. Okay, now? See, tuple, it is not so flexible like your list. List you can do whatever you want, whatever the values you want, you can add it, you can remove it, everything you can do it. But tuple is not slow flexible like list. This is you can consider only in few occasions this will be useful. Let me show you. See, this is what your tuple, round braces. See, round braces are there. I'm storing A, B, C, D, E. This is one more way to hold the tuple. This is another way to hold the tuple. So 3 tuples are there and I'm printing the result. Let's suppose till here it is clear, right? Yes, we are creating 3 tuples and we are printing here. Let's suppose if you try to modify, see, I have got a tuple. I'm trying to replace the value, otherwise delete the values. It will throw an error. See, this will not support item assignment. This will not allow you to modify like this. It will throw you an exceptions. Now my question is where this tuple will be used. When it is not allowing you to modify, why this tuple will be used is what my question. Got my point, right? Where this tuple will be used. Hello. Okay. See, in your project, whenever if you need to have some fixed variables, fixed values like username, password throughout your project, you should not change it. Got my point, right? You should not change it. These kind of things, you can take the help of tuple. Clear? Yes. Any fixed values throughout your project, if you don't want to change it frequently, those things you just keep it under tuple. That is what. Next, what is dictionary? How to make use of dictionary and other things. In tomorrow's session, we are going to start it up. Is that clear? Tomorrow, same time, 8 p.m. IST, we are going to continue dictionary, all these things. Whomever wants to join this class can join for the other concepts. Later, you can shift to your batch, the regular timings, 9 p.m. IST. No, I'll continue with this batch only. It's your wish. But Meenakshi will be there only, will attend for classes, not frequently. She'll attend as per her. Tomorrow I can come. Okay. Tomorrow Meenakshi is coming. If you people also wants to join, you can join this class, 8 p.m. IST. Clear, right? Shushma, Ramesh, it's your wish. Otherwise, you can join 9 p.m. as your schedule. Okay? Okay. Fine. See you tomorrow.
Hello.
Yeah,
One
ma.
question.